Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're seeing this face for the first time, welcome. And if you're a subscriber turned family, thank you for all the support, all the love. And yeah, on today's video guys, we're going to be talking about German family verification process, right? Yeah, a subscriber actually went on my Instagram and asked about this video. So yeah, so that's why I needed to put it on here, because I know for that said subscriber to ask, that meant it's actually a video maybe some of my subscriber would like to know. And yeah, it's actually a very tricky process. Do you understand? And I will be talking based on my own experience, guys. Yeah. So on a very beautiful Saturday, right, my phone started ringing because I went to my interview June 1. If you could watch my other video, I did said something like this. So after that, guys, July 17, my phone was ringing. I was having a flat battery, guys, and I had to go charge my phone at a neighbor's house, right? And what happened was, it's actually a story time because I'm talking based on my experience, and I just want to tell you guys how this process was and how you need to wait and have to be patient, because I told you guys it's very tricky. All right, so I got a missed call after collecting my phone, and guys, I got 7 missed calls. I was like, why would this strange number? Because on a normally I do not like calling numbers I don't have on my contact. And you know, if you do have a thing you're actually waiting for, you would want to always ask why. So I then saved the number. I tried, normally this is how I do. I try to check on WhatsApp to see if this said number has a DP, like a display profile, for me to know if I do know that number, right? So guys, I don't know this said person, but I saw a photo. So then I had to call. The reason, because of fraud, like scam. A lot of people try to call you with different numbers, so you have to be very careful on that. Yeah. So I then called this said number, and the man was, hello, are you Fiona? I was like, okay, I am Fiona. I am calling from the German embassy. In my heart was like, gaga, right? So we then fixed a date. He told me he was coming like the next Sunday. So I prepared myself. I had to prepare myself, like make the house tidy, try to get fresh water in the fridge. A guest is actually coming to your house, and I really do not know how the process is. So I was just going with the flow. The lawyer said, okay, it's coming to my house. And then he just told me that I should get my parent, my neighbor that I use as a referee on my application, and the witnesses that actually came for the wedding. So I should try to make everyone that I put on my application to be available. So, and I was seriously sick, guys. I was seriously sick. Then I was having malaria. I was shaking during that period. It was because I'm this kind of person. I don't get sick, but when I do, it's always very severe. I'm AA, guys. You can relate if you're one. So, guys, the lawyer then called me to send my address, because I live in Lagos. So I did send my address, and he then called me. He's at my bus stop. So I then told him the bus it should take to get, like the estate bus shuttle it should take to get to my house. And then I had to, like, he called me again and told me this was not an easy job. If you are actually applying for family reunification visa, you should know how stressing this could be. So guys, that was how it's story time. Yeah, so I'm just trying to, like, let you know the process and all the stuff I went through, guys. So yeah, so I then pick him up from the bus stop. I took him to my house. I had to call my neighbor, and the rest were already in my house, like my dad, my mom, my sister, and one neighbor, right? So total of 4 people. Okay. And when he came, he was like, he gave every of us a sheet of paper, and the question was, they should write about what they know about me, about my relationship, who I am, what they know about me, everything. Even my dad has to write, my mom has to write, my sister has to write, even the neighbor has to write. There was no communicado between my parent, the neighbor. The lawyer wanted everything to be strictly what they know. You get? It was strictly on business that day. In my head, I was like, God, hope they will not write something that does not align to what I submitted. Do you understand? Like, questions like my full name, my husband's name, what I do for a living, how old I am, when was my wedding, yeah, where was the location held. So it was a lot of questions the lawyer was throwing at them. And I too, I had to write about my spouse. I had to write about all I think I know about him, when I got married, when like everything. Do you understand? So guys, after that, the lawyer actually had to take a photo of each and every of the participants. Let me use this word. The participant, right? The lawyer has to collect the national identification ID, NIN. Then he took a like a photograph of each and every of the participants, signature after they wrote or what they've written. The lawyer had to tell them to sign. He will be able to know if the signature aligned to the one I submitted on the application, right? So after that, I bid him farewell. He said the lawyer said I would actually hear from him. It was a very smooth and very tense situationship because I was really nervous. I was actually sick as of then, and I was actually a bit, yeah, I was a bit nervous too, because I really don't know what they might write, and maybe the date could be different from what I submitted. So I was just a bit shaky in a way, because I do not want error, because such errors too can actually be misleading. So the lawyer collected my university project, the project I did in my university. Please guys, it is very, very important. The little document you might think are not needed are actually needed. No document you have, I'm speaking from my own experience, no document you have from your primary, your secondary, your university, or maybe your tertiary education, you should try to keep all documents, please. So the lawyer asked for my project that he told me before coming that I should make a photocopy. So I did make a photocopy of all that was written on my project, and I laminated it so it would be very, very durable, because I do not want to hear that water poured on it and then everything got soaked. So I laminated it. And funny enough, my project admin has his number there, so it's like a proof that he can actually call and know that I did my project. And yeah, so he told me he would be going to my secondary school, my primary school, my bed place, like the hospital of bed. And yeah, so that was just it. And then he left. So after he left, that was July 17th, guys. So after that, I waited. These are actually a different scenario, because you cannot judge, or you cannot be comparing others to yours. So me, I waited for 5 months. Some people could get their verification authentication that is already done in 2 months, 1 month, but I actually got mine after 5 months, that my verification process has been approved. And so guys, that is basically it. So you just need to get prepared. Some people do say they normally give their lawyer something. Yeah, it is quite okay for you to be very presenting when a lawyer or like a visitor comes to your house. You could actually maybe cook, get some drinks. When a visitor comes, you should try to ask if they are hungry or they are interested in anything. You know how the social, you know how that works, guys. So it just based on you. And you should just pray to God also that your lawyer should be very, very nice. It should be a kind man. It should be a patient person, because sometimes it is very, very hard to locate maybe your schools or your place of bed. So I just think you should just be patient in running this process. It takes time, and anything that takes time works for the best, right? So guys, this was all my experience. This was what I experienced. And yeah, do well to like, comment, share, and also subscribe. If you have any question, do well to write me on the comment, and I'll be right there to give my own little contribution. Bye bye for now.